This is my list of 20 iconic music motifs in film. Obviously, such a list cannot be definitive. It's my personal list. Maybe it'll be useful, maybe not. Just a quick note. I use the word motif because that's the simplest word I could think of. According to Wikipedia, a motif is a short musical phrase, a salient recurring figure, musical fragment, or succession of notes that has some special importance. You could also call it a leitmotif, which is a motif specifically for a person, place, or idea. For me, the motif evokes memories of the film itself, and not a particular character, action, or scene. That's why I use the word motifs. You could also make it simpler and just call it a melody or tune. I like melodies that stand out and don't hide. They're the ones you can't get out of your head, and are easy enough to hum on your own. As soon as you hear it, you're drawn into the world of that film immediately. That's the power of an iconic motif. Counting down from 20 to 1. At number 20, we have the Blade Runner motif composed by Vangelis. You can't separate synth from the 80s, and its ethereal tones were the future back then. I'm a sucker for synth, what can I say? At number 19, also Sprach Zarathustra, from the opening shots of 2001 A Space Odyssey. You want to set up an opening scene of planetary proportions? Trust Kubrick to find the music. This exact piece was composed by Richard Strauss and played by the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra. At number 18, the main motif from 1492, Conquest of Paradise by Vangelis. This is music that didn't deserve the film. Vangelis made music for the gods, and Ridley Scott was a god. He just came down to take a dump this one time. At number 17, Promontory from The Last of the Mohicans, composed by Trevor Jones and Randy Edelman. But actually taken from The Gale by Scottish singer Dougie MacLean. It's one of the greatest pieces of music I've heard. If it's at number 17, it's because it's not so easy to hum, but you'll never forget it. At number 16, Man with a Harmonica by Ennio Morricone for Once Upon a Time in the West. It starts with the harmonica and then escalates until it is the story of any Western, period. At number 15, Kanbei and Kazushiro or Kikuchiyo's Mambo from Seven Samurai, composed by Fumio Hayasaka. This is an anthem that just ties it all together, another perfect cog in a perfect film. At number 14, Marienborfs in Requiem of a Dream by Clint Mansell and the Kronos Quartet. After the movie, I couldn't get this music out of my head. It refuses to go like a bad tenant. At number 13, the theme of Suspiria by Goblin. Everything about Suspiria is extreme, and none of it will work without this music. If you can't imagine a film without its music, praise the music. At number 12, the main theme of Chariots of Fire by Vangelis. It's not the best music to go jogging on the beach, but it's the voice in your head that wishes you could run with such abandon. At number 11, the theme of The Exorcist by Mike Oldfield. But he wasn't too happy with the way the music was used. It in no shape or form goes with the movie. So this goes against what I said earlier, but I'm keeping the music. The film hasn't aged. Kids nowadays are always like this.
Be silent!
At number 10, Axel F by Harold Faltermeyer for Beverly Hills Cop. This one is pure nostalgia, when Eddie Murphy was funny and remixes weren't a thing. At number 9, Malcolm Arnold's countermarch, called the River Kwai March, based on the Colonel Bogey March, originally composed in 1914 by F.J. Ricketts. All this for the bridge on the River Kwai. They couldn't keep time, so somebody recommended this instead of buying a cheap Rolex Submariner. At number 8, the Terminator theme by Brad Fiedel, scored on a Prophet 10. If you know, you know, you know. I also like the opening title of Terminator 2. When they say I'll be back, they also mean they'll bring back the music, usually with more instruments. At number 7, the Pink Panther theme by Henry Mancini, played by the City of Prague Philharmonic Orchestra. Though I doubt they had a Pink Panther in their brief. At number 6, the theme of Deep Red, composed by Goblin. Dario Argento wanted Pink Floyd. They wanted Cash. He got Goblin in the flesh. At number 5, Gonna Fly Now in Rocky by Bill Conti. Another one of those inspiring and iconic scores you need but won't listen to as you run every morning. Those who don't run, like me, listen to this music to lose weight. At number 4, the Halloween theme by John Carpenter. Carpenter credits Dan Wyman as co-producer because it couldn't have been done without his help. Believe it or not, Carpenter channeled Bernard Herrmann and Ennio Morricone before he started this. Guess what? At number 3, the main theme of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly by Ennio Morricone. The theme has 3 variations. For the 3 main characters, a different instrument is used for each character: flute for Blondie, ocarina for Angel Eyes, and human voices for Tuco. Maybe that's the leitmotif. Maybe we need a Mexican standoff between motif, leitmotif, and, at number 2, the James Bond theme, composed by Monty Norman for Dr. No. Do I really have to say anything about this? At number 1, The Murder, composed by Bernard Herrmann for Psycho. Hitchcock said this music was 33% of Psycho. He was lying. It's more like 66%, because without it, Psycho is a badly edited shower scene. Watch it without the music, you'll see. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell on the right. That's music to my ears.